In this tutorial, we are going to look at how to process the data entered by the users in the HTML forms. So, we are looking at the HTML code here. This HTML page name is login.html. A form is a mechanism supported by HTML which allows the user to enter data, and that data is sent to the server. So a form is created in HTML by using form tag, and this form tag has certain attributes. One is action attribute, which specifies the form handler, and the second attribute is method, which specifies the type of request. There are several types of requests like get request, post request, delete, put, trace, etc. So here we are using get request, and each HTML form consists of several elements, GUI elements. Here I am displaying an username followed by the text field, and again another label password, and again the password field where the user will be typing the password, and two buttons, one is submit button and the second one is clear button, which clears out the values entered by the user previously. So let's look at the output of this page. Localhost / login.html. So this is the output of the web page. Username field, password field, submit button and reset button. So coming back again to the code, here the form handler has been specified as getval.php. This form handler can be written in any language. Here it is written using PHP. Like that, we can specify a servlet name here, a JSP page or an ASP page or whatever. So let's look at the PHP script here, getval.php. So it is this. Before looking at this, let's again go back to the HTML code. If you observe the text fields, these things, the first text field, that is the username field, has been assigned the name user, and the second one, password field, has been given the name pass. So first one is user, second one is pass. So these things are used to identify the text field and password field in my PHP script. So now let's go to PHP script. So you can see these things here, user and pass. User represents my username text field and pass represents my password field. So what I am doing here is this $_get is a super variable which is an associative array. It is used to retrieve the values from the HTML or any other web page from which the data is sent to this PHP script. So here I am declaring a variable uText. In that variable I am storing whatever value the user enters into this text field, and in the next line I am declaring another variable, and in that variable I am storing the value of the password field. Whatever the user types into this password field, it is going to be stored in ptext, and whatever value the user enters in username text field, it is going to be stored in uText. And in the next line I am simply outputting the value in the uText, which is the text entered in username text field, and in the next line I am outputting the text which is stored in ptext, which is the text which is the password entered by the user in password field. And again later what I am doing is I am comparing the text which is available in uText that is the value given by the user in the username text field, it is compared with Vishnu. So if the text provided by the user is Vishnu and the password provided by the user is college, then if these two are satisfied, this is going to be printed out. You are a valid user, otherwise you are a invalid user. So let's see this in action. So I am giving the username as xyz, password as abc. So let's click submit and see what happens. So the value I have entered in username field is xyz, value entered in password field is abc, and you can see this is, you are a invalid user. Why? Because the username is not equal to Vishnu and password is not equal to college. So let's go back and change this to Vishnu, password to college. Now let's click submit. Now the username I have typed is Vishnu, password is college, and as you are a valid user. So this is how you basically authenticate the username and passwords. So here I am specifying the default values, whereas in real time the username and password entered by the user are checked against the values which are available in the database. So we will look at the validation against the data stored in database in future classes. Thank you.